Hey everybody, welcome to another video. It's your host TedTokez. We got a World of Tanks video here today. This is from the Xbox Console Edition. These are matches from a while back. Not all of them will have timestamps on the rewards page because I end up not making it that far, so we're just going to get down to the activity of the attempts. Now here we are making our attempt towards this light tank of the enemy side. We're going to try to put pressure on him to run him away from our front lines while hoping to get support from our front lines and have a line of defense from our own team to fall back to. Now as you can be aware of the fact that I'm starting to take damage and a bit of attention that is unnecessary or unwanted. And if you notice, the team's not really in position in my opinion. If you look at the south of the map, everybody's kind of just teeter-tottering around the city. Nobody's really actually going after any enemy. And then the guys that are on the east side of the map that went north, they're just as much not really doing anything. They're just sitting in their standard position of scared slow. Now the thing about that comment is, I know it looks like alright, there's some teammate colored emblems, working their way around, having an actual encounter with some enemy emblems, but the thing is, they're really not doing anything. You can play this game 3 matches. Go play the game for 3 matches. Once you get human players in the matches, you will see it won't take but 3 matches to prove what I'm saying. It's not the fact that they don't know how to play, I think. It's the fact that they don't want to play. They don't actually want to do good. They just want to look like they did good. And that's why I talk about fake podiums as much as I have while I played the game. And why it would upset me so much to see these people pretending to be good at the game, knowing that they probably themselves know that they're not even playing the game. They're just exploiting the games that could be played, as well as exploiting their own teammates. And that is why I would be so upset while playing the game. For example, match number 2 for this video. We can see how much time did I waste so that I now not only got I didn't get the spots that they would try to say, oh, that's how you stole podium for. I didn't get my 1,000 or less damage yet for them to say, oh, that's how you stole podium. I didn't do anything yet. All I did was let them do what they wanted to do, and then I chose to catch up. Not only so, most of the times I do more than that, and that's why they dislike playing with me, and they'll play against me. Even when we're on the same fucking team. Because every single match that lasts anywhere from 2 to 3, going up to, we'll say, 5 minutes, these matches don't last long. That's the thing. You go play the game for yourselves. You will not get a match that lasts more than 7 minutes unless every player is actively hiding from the game. It's not a matter of trying to keep yourself concealed. It's not a matter of, oh, I'm trying to play my tank the most effective as I can, and that's why I have to sit back here and play this way. No, you don't. And I know, I said everybody. But that's just because I'm a generalist, okay? The fact of the matter is it's not everybody. It generally is 3 people playing every match for 13 people. Because 12 people have to do one job together, while 3 people actually either know how to play or are actually going to play. And as you can see, after the pretty common time span of a match, whether it's the ending or the point that it's already decided the ending of, you can see the team did nothing. You got guys still hiding in the north lines of the map, never really actually cornering the corner because they're too scared to actually play, even for themselves, let alone anybody else. And then you have the people at the base who never left the base, never went to the enemy side of the map or even anywhere close, not even halfway on their own side of the map. They didn't even reach that point. They chose to sit there and have the game played for them. Now, here we are in another match. Here's another example of what we all do. Not just me, not how bad I am, not how bad they want you guys to think I am. This is how little good we choose to do. And I say we and choose for a reason. Because that's the reality of the game. It doesn't matter if they're supposed to do it. It doesn't matter if I ask them to do it. It doesn't even matter if I can make them do it. What matters is their choice to do it. Because they can do it and not do it. That's the way it goes. You know, that's how failure was created. Anyways, not to make excuses, but here was a match where I'd personally believe that I was not even trying or even happy to be there, because while I really enjoy the game, I don't enjoy playing with other people, for reasons that we will learn, even if I don't teach them, because that is the community. It doesn't matter what I am or what you are, it matters what we are. That in itself is the very essence of team-based events. And now, as you can see, the match is pretty much already over. Our entire team went up this, the 8-9 line, right? Nobody went down the J line, so we've completely given up our base from the very beginning. If I would have continued to stand where I spawned at, or if I would have continued to keep my tank where I spawned at, never moving it up to where I just did, then we would actually have some defense, you know, but that's still a bad job done. Now I just want to say this. Now, maybe I was one of the tanks that could have mattered more. Maybe I was one of the tanks that actually mattered more. Maybe I was one of the tanks that was both of those things and then didn't actually be either of those things. Either way, anyways, the reality is I don't think we could even win. I don't care about the skill. They could have all the skill in the world between them two players. 2 tanks versus 10 tanks stands no chance. These are not 2 elite tanks able to take on individual tanks collectively making 10 tanks of any level of capability. These are just 2 tanks taking on 10 tanks because they're already fortified together, working together. Even if they're not working together, they're working together by default because they're doing things on their own. And that's why teamwork will make even the weakest link a stronger link than it would be on its own. Yeah, you may only be as strong as your weakest link. That's how that game goes. But that weakest link would not be as weak as it would be on its own if it had teamwork being applied to it. Because like I explained, teamwork is the ability, it gives the ability to do better than you would do on your own. Unlike how most of these tankers will consider what teamwork is to be the fact that they get to do even, allegedly good because how many other tanks are doing their job for them. Not even with them, but for them. And for another easily collectible, teachable lesson of a moment here, here's another example of how 12 tanks sitting around each other can still not even be as effective as one tank. Yeah, I know, it looks like I'm showboating myself with that comment, but I'm really not, because the fact of the matter is my skill inside this well-capable armadillo gives me an advantage against even 12 tanks while I'm on my own. Why? Because I have some sort of agility to be able to maneuver around the battlefield. I have a gun that, yeah, has a long reload, but has enough damage output to matter over the course of time, no matter the amount of time I'm given, unless it's a very short amount of time. In that regards, I will not be able to do much damage-wise with an armadillo. Even though any one of their barrels will probably be a better barrel to have than my armadillo if it wasn't for the agility and other capabilities of the armadillo. Alright, and then here's another match. I believe this is our final example for this video. Visually, I hope you learned more than I explained, because it's kind of hard to explain 10 things going on at once when there's another 10 things going on at another single instant. But we're going to continue to do these, and eventually you guys will learn how to tank, probably better than I even thought. And I say that knowing that I almost quit doing these today. I really don't want to keep doing this, because it's not going to matter, you know? You guys are going to keep doing what's easiest for you. Nope, none of you are actually going to, like, I could sit here for 10 years and teach you guys how to actually play tanks better than all of humanity currently knows how to do, and you guys wouldn't get better. Even better than you were, and that's not the best you could be. In my opinion, not even close to the best that you could be. And on top of that, even if I did get to be the best that I could be, guess what? It won't fucking matter to me. Why? Because I still won't even actually get to play tanks because of the way that we play tanks. And I'm not blaming anybody else, because the reality is, I know how much I float. I know how much I fuck off. I'm not playing my best. In most cases, I'm not even playing for them when I would be. Alright, and because I didn't have any visuals, and because I didn't have a proper outro, we added one more short match onto this one. This one, I'm just going to say that this is a good example to prove that the amount of teamwork matters. I don't care if you think you worked as a team. Whichever team works together more, faster, is going to be the team that wins. And this match was easily explainable visually in that you could see the enemies, even though they were all clustered together down that 9 line, pretty much 75+% of their team, they annihilated our team. Why? Wasn't the numbers, wasn't even the amount of barrels they had to make an effect. Because if you notice, the only barrels that mattered were the barrels being used. The ones that couldn't be shot at, well, they can't really be effective towards our teammates that aren't in battle, can they? And as you can make yourself aware here like I just did, notice, yeah, I'm in a light tank. Maybe I just went from what? Or C3 all the way down to K7, you know? It doesn't matter. Because what matters is not where I stopped their advancement. What matters is if we win. And what bothers me most is we actually could have won. It's another game we could have won if they wanted to play or knew how to, because they could have kept them in that corner. That's why this group at the E line east didn't move, because they knew if they went more south, they'd have no retreatable, repositionable area to relocate themselves. But that's it for that one. Check out the next video. Hopefully I get to make it. And just in case no one told you today, and I love you, take care.